Good morning everyone, my name is Nelson Padillo and I am the ANZ Zoom Rooms lead, and I am excited because I am today at the Poly Customer Experience Centre in North Sydney, Australia, and I'm joined with Nick Finn, who is the Solutions Engineer Lead for Australia and New Zealand. So thank you for hosting me today, Nick.
No problem, Nelson. It's great to have you, and we're really excited to show you what we have today.
Fantastic. So today we're going to go through the Zoom Rooms Poly solutions that cater for multiple different spaces and multiple different work styles that you might be looking to support in this new hybrid workforce. So stay with us. We can't wait to show you around. So we're going to start off in what would be typical large room environment. So here we have dual displays and we're running a Poly camera, which Nick will go through in a moment. So Nick, let me hand it over to you.
Great, thanks Nelson. Excellent. So as Nelson mentioned, this is a typical kind of large room environment, and we do have a Poly video bar up here. It's called a Studio X70, and this is an all-in-one device, what we call an appliance. It's really all you need for a large room. You don't need anything else. You don't need separate mics or speakers. Everything is self-contained and powerful enough to cover a large room. What I've also got running here is a touch-enabled screen, right? So you can pair a separate controller for the X70, but you don't necessarily need it. If you've got a touch display, I can come in here and go new meeting and start a meeting quite easily, right? And makes it handy to show you a few things here. So we're in a Zoom meeting now, a live meeting. I've got some controls down here. So what I'll do, first of all, to show you a brand new feature, it's called People Views, right? Whereby the cameras will actually pick out faces in the room and plug us all into one tile of video. So first of all, I'll go to the camera control here. You can see I've got various camera controls for the Poly Studio E70. I'm going to go on to auto framing here, and I'm going to turn on something that's called multi-focus framing. It's also called People Views, right? We'll turn that on, and you can see immediately it's picked up all three of us, right? And this will build as well. You can get up to 6 in one frame, right? So this is all the smarts in the camera array, the AI that's doing it. So pretty cool, eh? So what I'll do now is I'll show you something else, which is called Multistream. I'm going to turn that on. Now Multistream is what Zoom calls Smart Gallery. So essentially what it's going to do, the cameras are going to actually rather than one tile, 3 of us in one tile, we're all going to get our own tile, right? Typically what Smart Gallery will do is it'll give the room view for context, and then it will give the last 2 speakers.
So if I start speaking, it will actually change to me.
Yep, just like that, right? And in the future, we'll build on that and actually add more people, more speakers.
Fantastic.
Right? So that's the X70,
yep.
Which is a fantastic device for your large spaces on Zoom Room.
So thank you very much, Nick. That was a great example of how the Poly X70 is a powerful device that can enable these larger spaces that have multiple participants in the room. So next, we're going to go to and demonstrate a modular solution from Poly. So let's move on.
Great.
So before we transition to the modular solution demo, I really wanted to just quickly highlight one of the new features within Zoom Rooms, and that is the new Whiteboard. And where that's made more powerful is when you're running a touch panel in the environment. So for example, I can be in a call or not, I can start a new Whiteboard session. Now, one of the key features is you can continuously annotate on an existing canvas that you may have started, or we have now new templates. And we actually have 18 new templates that you can use to start and utilize within your call. Now, one of the key features is it's co-annotation. So everybody that joins the call has the ability to annotate live on the call in the Whiteboard. And then that Whiteboard can be then viewed after the call, after the session. It is a living whiteboard. So I really just wanted to showcase that prior to moving to the next section, because that is a powerful inbuilt native solution within Zoom Rooms. So here we are in the modular solution scenario, and Nick is going to take us through the use case of the solution, but also the individual pieces that make up the solution. So over to you, Nick.
Great. Thanks, Nelson. Absolutely. Yeah, so in a typical organisation, you'll definitely have spaces and use cases where there's a larger room requirement, right? Whereby, you know, a camera at the front of the room really is not going to suit the needs, right? We're actually going to need multiple cameras to cover a larger space. So this is your town hall type environments, your training rooms, education, classrooms, lecture theatres, right? So there's a lot of use cases around there for that modular room scenario where you need multiple cameras at different places around the room, right? And so Poly and Zoom work closely together on this, right? Our engineering teams actually collaborate together to try and to deliver the best experiences around this. And we've come out with a new feature recently called Multistream, right? Which is actually, you can have up to 3 live camera feeds into a Zoom meeting, right? And only Zoom are doing this now with Poly, right? Now, our modular room solution is called the G7500, which runs native Zoom Room, right? And you can order various bundles, right? And you've got options around the cameras that you want to use and the microphones you want to use. So if you just unshare there for a second, Nelson, we can show you the live camera views, because we're actually in a live meeting now, right? And so today I've got Eagle Eye 4 camera, which is just pointed at this Zoom Phone Appliance. So Poly's phones also run native Zoom app on the phone, right, as you can see there.
And just to interrupt there, I think the purpose of the phone is that when you think about the workspace flow of workspace reservations, of people being able to, if they're hot desking, being able to check in into a space, if there's no computer, if there's no monitor, but there is a phone, they can utilize the Zoom native Zoom handsets from Poly to be able to utilize that function.
Absolutely, and you know what? It's exactly the same look and feel as a Zoom Room or the Zoom app on your PC.
Yep.
Right. So we've got that camera which you can set up presets. I've also got an advanced E70 intelligent camera there, which is in speaker tracking mode at the moment. So as I move around, it'll track me as the speaker, right? Main speaker. Think about the teacher at the front of the room, right?
Absolutely.
And then we've also got the Poly Studio USB video bar, which is just showing the room layout, which is also on auto framing mode, right?
Yeah, that's
you can see there it's doing group framing, right? So we've got 3 live streams into that meeting, right? And then as the administrator of that meeting, you've got various options around how you change those camera feeds as well.
Perfect.
So that's the multi-cam experience on Zoom Room and Poly. Okay, so we showed you multi-camera into the G75 of the Zoom Room. So this is the 3 live streams. There's another new mode we can show you whereby we can turn one of these cameras into a people view mode, right? So if you watch the top left tile here, the E70 is currently in auto framing mode, but I can enable another mode on top of that, which we call people views, right? And so if Nelson comes into view, and you know, as he walks into the space, the camera will know that he's there, and it'll split the screen in half and show us both, right?
Fantastic.
And this will do up to 6 people in the frame as well, right?
Yeah.
So not only do we have 3 simultaneous streams into this meeting, we've got at least 2 intelligent cameras doing various framing modes at the same time.
Yeah,
so
which is
pretty cool.
A very powerful solution for that. When you one of the cases where I think is very important is when you think about those very long boardrooms that have very long tables. Imagine being able to have an E70 on each side and being able to then people frame individuals. I mean, that's a powerful
That's right.
solution.
You frame the group and you can frame the speaker at the same time.
Yeah.
Right?
Amazing power.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
So Nick has taken us through the large boardroom solutions as well as the modular solutions for Zoom Rooms. Now we're going to transition to what most companies are looking to support, which is hybrid workforces. And so Poly have solutions for that as well. And Nick is going to take us through the solutions for desktops as well as for home users. So over to you, Nick.
Great. Thank you, Nelson. Yeah, as Nelson mentioned, no matter your work style, Poly's got you covered on Zoom, and we've actually got the largest range of Zoom certified devices on the market, and really the only vendor that does everything from your webcams and your speakerphones, Zoom certified, all the way up to large room devices, right? And you can see here is just a subset of the range, right? And you get a picture of the various different work styles and work locations. A lot of us are at home these days, of course, on our Zoom meetings, and you might need a really nice, just USB-based 4K camera to give you a great picture, a great sound as well. Of course, if the kids are screaming in the background, you need a good headset, right, to cut all that noise out, right? Maybe you're lucky enough to have a Zoom appliance on your desk, right? So this is a CCX phone running native Zoom, right? Even just a simple speakerphone is really enhances your experience, right? Much better than those speakers that come on your PC, right? And then all our phones are certified for Zoom, whether that's an appliance or a SIP phone, the VVX line, the new Edge B line, and also the decked phones, right? This is called Poly Rove, and this is for those use cases whereby I need to be mobile, right? I'm in retail, I'm in a warehouse, right, manufacturing, and I need good range, good coverage, and also be secure with encrypted calls, right? So that's just a taste of the Poly range on Zoom.
So I want to thank Nick and the team here at Poly for taking us through their Customer Experience Centre. And as you can see from the solutions that we've gone through today, they definitely do provide an end-to-end offering for businesses, small, medium or large. So thank you, Nick, for taking us through today. It's been a great learning experience for us to understand the various solutions that Poly offer. So stay tuned for more videos to come. And again, thank you for watching.